Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renu. I'm ready with another update for TR to PR pathway, and I will try to cover a few of your queries which repeatedly is kind of bothering you. So first and foremost, ever since this Honorable Mr. Fraser has taken over the charge, you can see there has been real good number of rollouts, and they are trying to maximize it in the month of January and February. That's what the report says. So I will try to cover as many timelines as I can today. Now, quickly cover the questions what you already have in your mind. So I'll be covering a little more about the steps from PR confirmation portal to PR card. And then the clarification on PCC, and just going to walk you through the TR to PR pathway portal, and then you have to hold on to your traveling. Why? I'll just cover that too. And then for those who are worried and anxious and bewildered, of course, I will be walking you through again with the web form process, like how exactly you can do that. So let me just walk you through this. So this would be towards the end. So for those who are waiting for the timelines to be covered, I will be covering that first. And yeah, so here we go. So I will be covering the permanent resident portal, and then how you can actually raise the web form by giving the right option. And then of course, few questions related to PCC and of course the medical things. So yeah, now let's dive into our first timeline, what we are experiencing right now. Again, the IG stream has moved a little bit, not really a good outcome, honestly speaking. It's 10 p.m. and I will be covering through the timeline which I had got hold of, where the applicant was able to link up the application actually, and then BIL. And then stream A and B, of course, you can see it's August 23rd is the latest one we have got under stream A. And then stream B was, closed on July 16th. So it was done. And then French stream, if you could see, it's May to August. Now, let me tell you that even if you are in the first hour on May 6th, you don't need to worry about that, because you're not only one in the boat. There are so many candidates who have applied during the first 40 minutes and 50 minutes. Still, they are not able to get through any kind of AOR or not able to link up the application. So it is just that 810 is the maximum they have reached to, and everybody is working differently. So you can understand. The first timeline we have is under IG stream, and you see here it's with spouse. So May 6th at 7:20 p.m. it's actually Eastern time zone. So this is pretty close to 8:10 what we are looking at here. And this candidate was able to get the AOR and in fact the BIL for spouse. So this is pretty good, but it was done yesterday. That was December 17th. Now from next week onwards, like towards the end, many of you know who are in Canada now, that majority of the officer will go on off, and this would be till January 4th. Even my vacation would be starting from the company itself, and many of you would be experiencing the same. So we definitely would have a standstill kind of situation for next couple of days, and I'll be covering that through my channel here. So in this case, if you see, spouse was outland, and this, like, your spouse came back to Canada once the application start resuming. So during the time when he was asked to go for the BIL, he is very much in Canada. So probably the case is going to be a little fast. Second timeline is for May 6th at 8:10 p.m. This is the one I was talking about. Now, in this case, the candidate was able to get the BIL and able to link up the application also. Again, linking up the application is entirely a GCMS thing, as I've repeatedly talked about it in my video, so don't want to highlight too much on it. There was no AOR, and in case if you are interested in knowing how to link up the application, I have explained the step-by-step process in one of my video, and the link is in the description box below. Again, let me remind you, not everybody would be able to do it. There are reasons, and I've explained it thoroughly in that video. Moving on to another timeline is for stream B, essential worker. In this category, in this case, if you see, the candidate has NOC 6552. He was able to link up the application. Now, when you link up the application, you tend to get the AOR within a week or maybe 15 days time period. However, 99% of the cases will get the AOR, but there are 1% of the case may not be able to get the AOR right away. And you may simply jump from linking up the application to PR confirmation portal. That is very normal. Don't get anxious about that fact. Now, immediately after getting the AOR, this person was not able to get any update from IRCC, and he has already applied under Federal Skilled Worker Program also. So that's the reason I've covered the status, that how different it is from other immigration programs. TR to PR pathway undoubtedly is one of the fastest immigration program ever has happened in the history of immigration, apart from CEC, of course. So this candidate was able to get the medicals and AOR under Federal Skilled Worker Program, and that was in August 2020. Now, in this case, when he applied, he got through AOR on July 26th, and he he submitted the medicals, which he actually submitted as a part of his Federal Skilled Worker Program. So if you have already submitted the medicals, you don't have to redo it by yourself unless and until it's asked by visa officer. Now, as many of you are anxious, he was one of them, and he raised the web form with the concern. Now you actually can do it, and I'll be covering step by step how you can do it towards the end of this video. So thereafter, he was able to get the eCOPR. That was on November 17th, and that's yesterday. And as I said, that he has applied under Federal Skilled Worker Program also. Moving on to another timeline is for Stream B, non-healthcare with dependents. So this applicant has applied under NOC 4411, and this is of Calgary case. Again, it's nothing to do with the visa officer wherever it is. It could be of Ottawa, Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, and many more places. So it's nothing to do with the region base. Now, got the AOR on September 27th, and if you see here that there was an ADR for dependent, that's Schedule A. So it was submitted on time, and that's how he was able to get the eCOPR, that's yesterday, with a passport request for the dependents. Now, you will be asked to submit the PCC for every country wherever you have stayed for more than 6 months. However, in this case, visa officer has not asked him to submit the PCC from Hong Kong, where exactly this person has stayed for more than 6 months. This is a surprise, but this could happen. Yeah. Right, so another timeline is for May 6th at 5 p.m. IG stream, international graduate again. In this case, AOR was received, and as you have seen the normal processing time, that you're likely to get the ADR with AOR or after linking the application. So that was in this case. This candidate was able to submit the PCC with its valid time period on December 5th, and that's how he was able to get the eCOPR on December 17th. That was yesterday. So timeline for stream A and B. This is a very interesting case. Now, what happened? This candidate has actually applied on May 9th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you see, there were two NOCs this candidate has applied under. So one is 4412. So this is for house support worker and housekeepers. So this will go under stream A. And then stream B1 is the retail salesperson. So this candidate was able to generate good number of hours, that 1,560 is the benchmark in last 3 years. So applied under both NOCs, which is applicable for stream B. So you can actually have experience from dual streams if you are applying under stream B. However, this will not be applicable for stream A. So this candidate got through under stream B, and he got the AOR and then ADR for IMM 5669 form. And thereafter got the PR portal, that was yesterday, December 17th, and most likely he or she would be able to get the eCOPR on Monday or latest by Tuesday, not more than that. So in this case, applicant actually has read the web form also about the wrong NOC and renewal of PCC, and that's how he was able to receive the AOR. Now, this could happen. Now, let me explain you little more about it. So the candidate was waiting for the AOR, and that was before December 1st. So he was actually waiting for the AOR, and that's how he raised the web form with his concern. So you can actually do the same. Now, timeline for stream B, May 7th at 12:30. So this is 12:30 p.m. and he was able to get the AOR on November 3rd, and after that he's got the eCOPR that was on December 17th. That's yesterday only. So there was only one request, like the dependent outland passport request letter. So it was on December 15th. So this is again very clean case, and you're likely to get a good number of requisition immediately after getting the AOR. So it, based upon recent trends, it is actually taking way less than what we used to experience in June and July. So it's on an average, it's taking 2 to 4 weeks from AOR to eCOPR. And there been a case which I have explained in my previous video where a person actually took 5 days to be precise, like from AOR to eCOPR. So that's getting pretty fast and really good. Now, this is a timeline for essential non-healthcare with two dependents. In this case, applicant has applied on May 6th at 9:47 p.m. Atlantic Daytime, and that was 7:47 p.m. Eastern Time. NOC was 6552, and the candidate was able to link up the application yesterday only, December 17. However, he has not been able to receive the AOR yet. So now he just have to wait for the PR confirmation portal and then have to put the information in so to get the eCOPR. Moving on to another timeline is for Stream B, Essential Non-Healthcare. Now, in this case, the candidate has applied on May 9th at 5:12 p.m. Eastern Time, and this candidate was able to link up the application on December 16, and there was no AOR as such. So only when you go under the portal, once you link up the application, you'll be able to see the updates out there, and it says that the medicals were passed on December 10th. So this is just the latest update the candidate was able to receive. Now let's move on to our first and foremost query. Many of you are experiencing that police clearance certificate. Now, I would highly recommend, please make sure to submit the PCC with its valid time period. And I'm going back to TR to PR pathway. This is the TR to PR pathway, if you remember, guys. So under police clearance certificate, you must include police certificates when you apply for permanent residence. Now let's read the second line. This is more important. Every country where you have stayed in during the last 10 years for 6 months or more in row. Now, you and your family members don't need to give us police certificates for any time period before you were 18 years old or for the time you spend in Canada. So you don't need the PCC for Canada. Okay, now make sure that it has to be valid one because it will not accept any expired one. So the police certificate for the country where your dependents currently live or even you have stayed must not be expired and must be issued no more than 6 months before the date of your submission. Now, in case of you already submitted the application with police clearance certificate receipt, like you applied for it, and now you're just waiting for the confirmation and the visa officer has asked you to submit the PCC, you definitely can do that even if it's expired now because the receipt, the confirmation receipt was submitted at the time of filing the application. However, if it's expired and you've not traveled outside Canada, I would recommend please submit the same copy with the receipt, like the confirmation receipt for the new one. Don't take a chance at this stage. This is a very delicate situation. Now, in case if you submit an expired PCC, of course, your case will not get rejected, like based upon the recent trends. However, your case might get delayed. The same goes for the traveling purposes. If you are planning to travel outside Canada, please hold on to it if possible. And if it's very, very urgent and there is no way you can hold back, I would recommend you please have the, please be prepared that it's going to delay your application further because in case if you are in India or in your native country and you get AOR, definitely you can reach to PR confirmation portal and that's where you have to submit this information. So you have to sign into your account like username and email address and password. And when you go onto it, you will be seeing that you have to confirm your permanent residence online. So when you confirm that, you have to give the information like here. Through this portal, you can declare you are in Canada. So you have to declare that you are in Canada. However, during that time, if you're not in Canada, you have to declare that you are in India or any country wherever you are, and you have to confirm your address. Based upon that, visa officer would send you an email, and that is what exactly the journal trend right now, that once you come back to Canada, please inform us so that we can start resuming to your application. So in this case, if you see that, you have to submit your recent photograph, your address, your proof, and everything, and that's how it should be through. I hope that helps. Okay, now if you have concern and you've already received to the stage of AOR and you're just waiting for the PR confirmation portal, and it's been more than 3 months after receiving the AOR, you can certainly go for IRCC web form, where when you scroll it down, you can put the information like here. You can choose any of the option, and I've explained the step-by-step process in my previous video. The link is in the description box below. So this is like you can choose the option like replacement documents or verification of status documents or amendments to documents. You can certainly choose that, and beneath that you have to summarize your query. You can also submit the concerns whatsoever you have regarding the time taking process, and then put your family name, given name, email address, date of birth, country of birth, client ID number if you have the UCI number, and the application number. Now many of you like must have done that before, but you can also call IRCC customer service in case if you've already received the AOR and it's taking more than 3 months time period after AOR, or even if you're not able to link up the application, especially for May cases under IG stream, you can reach out to IRCC and you can ask for the application number. If it's possible, they would be able to get you that. But this is one of the trick that you can use it just to have a little clarification on how much time is it going to take. So when you scroll it down, just put the information in there and inquiry information, and then just click on that. You have to check in that little box, I agree with the consent and disclaimer, and then click on next. So that's how your query would be submitted, and you're likely to get the result from IRCC within 2 to 4 weeks time. That's what exactly it says. Now just be prepared for upcoming holidays, because this certainly would affect your time taking process here. So this is all from me for today. I hope this has been little help to you, and if it does, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep you posted for whatever the outcome would be in terms of rollouts or any update is there. Till then, guys, take care and stay safe. Bye.